Tell me about yourself. The toughest job interview questions may seem like a softball from the interview's perspective. So tell me about yourself. It seems easy because it feels like a free pass. No hypothetical scenario, no request for real life examples, no technical challenge, not even the dreaded what's your biggest flaw. Just tell me something. Tell me about yourself. But it only seems simple. Receiving such an open invitation invites more barrels than opportunities because you are given no framework for your response. Just a blank, clueless, free canvas. Your mind may have merit internal consideration. Should I tell my life story? Because right now you are in a dilemmatic situation. Should I run through my job history? Or should I share my hobbies and favorites movies? There is a lots of conflict in running in your mind. Should I talk about my last job or boss? The whole situation is quite similar to a large business meeting in which the leader suggests going around the room and having everyone say a little something. Next thing you know, the meeting is half over. And still guessing is still hammering on because you do not have right idea, a right organized frame of mind what you should so to say. I often say this is a problematic situation in my point making classes and workshops. Communicating without a point, either speakers don't know how to talk their points or they confuse points for mere concepts, theme, facts, or general notions. These problems are very common and very frequent across the nations, across the country. What's your perspective employer most need from you is a point. I can best fill the needs of this role. Not a book report all about me, but how do you get from the interview's broad questions to a specific and tailored proof of that point? It starts with no wasting your time or theirs. Be more specific. If your answer is specific, then you will get better chance for being selected. So my first tip is here, be more than your bio. This is the most important point. Nailing the tell me about yourself questions start with realizing that your interviewers already know your job history thanks to your resume. Performing a monologue based on your LinkedIn page is pointless. Yet job applicants do it all the time. Remember that your interviews are more about making strong matches than your proving qualification. If you weren't qualified, you wouldn't be in the room. So he is knowing, getting everything, and he knows very well about you. There is not a single point. Issue is that you are qualified or not. I have already discussed about this issue. This is also not the time to reveal personal information about your life, like or family life, recent vacations, and puppet obsessions. It amounts to nothing. That can become later. When the interviews is winding down, for now take the greatest advantage of this early moment by making a substantial first impression, because first impression is last impression. Everybody knows very well about it. And you will never get a better chance to make a better impressions. Even if you both love puppet, that will only go far is getting you the job. So make a first impressions. Making your point in this context is a two-step process that will require some homework. It is a two-step process. So firstly, identify what the organization specifically needs from this role. Specifically needs from this role. First. And second thing is customize your response to position yourself as the best person to fill that need. So first thing is we will discuss about the identify the need. What actually organization is looking for. Identifying the organization's need means scrutinizing the job's descriptions like a treasure map and extracting its assets. Phrases like required, must have, and highly desired means what they say. So highlight those in your planning. Items further down the list or labeled preferred may be less important. Even if you meet those standards, pay particular attention to items under headers like what we are looking for and what we need. Those are obviously direct hits. If you will highlight these things, you will get better results and better standards. In some cases, your skills can match a job description's bullet even if your job role or title does not help. Help your profile rise to the top by articulating how your current skills are compatible to a job posting even if it goes by another name. That's important. All experts say about it. So first thing is, this is at most important issue. All experts are unanimous about this point. So just organize your both ideas in this point. And second thing is, make a perfect match about this issue. The tone of a job descriptions can be telling as well. Descriptions that are written cleverly, sound personal, or come right out and say sense of humor preferred. It indicates a workplace where people like to have fun. By contrast, a very formal job posting might indicate a conservative approach. A conservative workplace where people are expected to be serious about their work. It is just not like a transaction of words or a lecture. You must be serious about the work. Next thing is, go to the organization's website, click about us and educate yourself on their corporate culture and core values. Do they talk mostly about getting the job done and serving the customer, or about supporting employees and promoting work-life balance? What exactly they are looking for? Pulling from these two sources, write down the 3 personal attributes they are mostly looking for. Or seek out qualities like self-started, team player, or interest in healthcare. Not qualification like MBA or the 5-year or 10 years experience in related fields. It amounts to nothing. What exactly they are looking for? Next is, use this information to complete the sentences. They are looking for someone who ... and write it down. Because what you write it down, that goes deeper in your mind and your internal level. Next step is feel the need. Feel the need. Now change the wording slightly to I am someone who, or at work my approach is. Pick a story from your professional life that illustrate your feeling that particular need in another job. Preferably one is which the setting of your story matches the setting of the business to which you are applying. Feel free to embellish the details to strengthen the match, but don't fabricate the primary element. Assume they can smell a lie or cross. Exaggerating from a miles away, they will get the information. Whether they can call or can't, it totally up to them. Next point is, practice makes precision. Practice. Put these two pieces together. Your I am someone who and your story. And practice saying them out loud as if in response to a question. Because this is practice, you will tempted to mumble the answer. But don't take the lazy road. Don't take lazy road. Practicing out loud is key, because this is not a mental exercise. It is a physical one. It is a physical one. You need your mind and mouth to work in concert to convey an idea. Putting it all together. Now this is a very important and final point. So let's test this out in a fake word scenario. You are applying for a role supervising customer services for a major cable company called Cable Limited. You just discovered on the Cable Limited website that excellent customer services is their hallmark of their brand, and that support is one of their core values. In the job descriptions, you saw that strong communication skills was highly preferred. So now you have done your all the first step. And second step, on the day of the interview, you sit down and at some early points are asked. Now they are asking questions. So tell me about yourself. Again, the same questions. So by now you know exactly how to answer. I am giving you a model answer, how you should say here. This answer will give you a perfect idea how to give answer. Right? So start. I have always been a people person. Even in school, I was happiest talking to and listening to people. Even strangers, especially if I could support them in some way. That's why I am a resident advisor. Why I worked for years in the service industry and why I chose a career in customer services. It's also one of the reasons I really admired how Cable Limited treats its customers with respect, compassion, and open ears. Lately, my professional goal has been to help others learn and develop strong customer value services. It brings together my lifelong interest in helping others with my passion for customers' relations. Right? This is a perfect and model answer. The main reason an answer like this is ideal because you have matched what you are and your personal story with the company's brand and their primary need, all while answering the questions directly. So you got everything completely a perfect order. Being able to articulate the organization's need and putting yourself in the spot with a relevant story should do more than just widen eyes in the room. It should also put you head and shoulders above the other applicants. Why? Because unlike them, you didn't just tell them about your story. You pointed out why you matter to them, why you are the best candidate, why you should be selected, why you are the best candidate for them, right? So that's it. These are the 3 points I have given you.